Greetings, this is Kitchen and welcome back to turn 22 as Nagashizzar. I jump straight into the fight. Although I actually know the result because I'm recording this episode. I had a ton of issues with stutter during the battle recordings, but I think I fixed it at last, so I'll move camera slightly chaotically for now. So my apologies about that. Alright, I think it should be fine. Anyhow, my Morgas are just munching through this PD this time commander, so it's just slaughter right now. There's obviously more stats are really bad when morale is broken. I did lost a single archive, however, but I can live with that. That was a lot of PD. We moved against, well, not against because we're not in war, but we took the province that Vampiria had, according to a deal. We also moved on top of Ogre Fort, which also had hardly any PD. Although their PD is quite of decent quality. I'm not sure how many is that. Is it 6 points? It might be 6 points. And let's jump into taking the fort of greenskins. Single guy gets eaten. So yeah, pretty nice turn. 4 more territories annexed to glorious Nagashizzar. We've had 3 events, 6 fire jets, which is nice, and -5 defense on Nagashizzar, which is unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. Although I do wish Nagashizzar or just oh, apologies, or just capital cities in general had a better PD, just like Ind does. We're destroying the fort, and as you can see, Slanesh is taking over land pretty rapidly. I think he might have taken a capital after all, or he's about to. And hopefully we'll take this province without a bump. I did tell him about my move here. We don't have an app, so I kind of would assume that if he didn't say no, and he didn't, he will not bump. And if he will bump, that's kind of like a, well, I guess he wants to cancel an app with me. I'm not sure. What else? We're moving on top of this front together with more gas and this amount of stuff. I want to prophesize him. This more gas next turn. I think I should be allowed to. If not, then he'll make a temple and then he'll be prophesized. Vampira has been nice enough to break walls, and those mercenaries, I don't know if they'll leave or he's leaving them to die. It's not my business. He knows I'm moving there. This Morgas and Morgas from here I'm moving on top of the province that, as we remember, had a ton of PD. So I'm bringing some chaff to tie the front line as my guys are blessing, and yeah, and I want them as well to start sieging the fort that's top of the swamp. So hopefully I will not lose any, and if I lose any, maybe like 1 or 2. Ideally the ones that are ready. Especially this one. This one can die. Moving around a couple mages. I'm trying to get the mage from here. He cannot make that in 1 turn, so he's moving south, and Lulati turn after to make a lab here. Greenskins never build a lab here. I'm assuming it's going to be similar story here, so he'll just continue his movement afterwards. I'm moving 2 Mount Kings here as well, so they pick up Undead that I'll be summoning with the 2 zombie frogs, since we killed a lot of PD here. What else? Oh right, I didn't show you sites. We found 2 sites in the Corn land, which is 2 fire gems and 2 water gems. Very nice. And we found, which is bulk here, another dev gem and a water gem. So our dev gem income is at healthy 11 right now. I don't think I showed you a green skin capital income either before, so here it is. Actually 6 gems. So it's 2 fire, nature, and 3 earth, because 2 from here and 1 from this cave. I think this is like event? Not sure. I'm not sure if it's like a... I'm pretty sure it's like a event that spawns this site. But yeah, my leashes are moving around to continue site searching. Nothing found here. But he'll be moving south. Couple potentially light-rich provinces. We are recruiting knights wherever we can. I guess not here. Actually, recruit 1.5 here. But it's slightly short on gold. I could potentially cut the necromancer and make another revenant here. How many revenants do I want here? 4? A nice number. Let's do it like that. No, actually, I take that back. I want to start making necromancers instead of revenants. I have good enough gold income that I really want to be ramping up my research as fast as possible. The goal is still at least enchantment 5. I might actually drop enchantment 6 and go to conjuration instead. I'll be deciding on that once I'm closer to finishing the research. Enchantment 5. But I did queue conjuration because conjuration will also, allow us to summon Morghast and Nagash himself, which would be great. Enchantment is just well, Morghast are probably like just our best. Well, not probably. They're definitely our best dev gem. Where I'm looking. Conjuration. Best dev gem summon. Enchantment gives us a lot of various chaff, right? So the zombie swarms or shrongs right now that we're casting, and eventually zombie horde. That's just a lot of chaff, really cheap to summon, and Battle Warrior army would be very nice as well because Legion is not happening anytime soon unless I'll be using my god for it. Requires the Death 6, so I would need a staff and a helmet on my Lich to be able to summon it. That's but yeah. Enchantment 6 will take a long time, but Rigor Mortis and Battle Warrior army. I'm not sure about Zombie Dragon. I'll have to take a look at them. I only skimmed over them before. See. Okay, so a decent chunk of HP, not a bad protection, good resistances, variety of attacks, I guess. What is this? Special, blah blah blah. B. Ooh, I wonder. That's like potentially a ton of fear. I'm not sure how it affects. Oh, it just I guess just a singular. For a second, I thought that every unit hit will have like a fear area around him, but that would be insane, probably. I mean, not probably, definitely insane. So I mean, it's an alright summon. I'll have to take a look later at if turning into commander makes him like a mage. I'm not sure. Definitely wouldn't hurt to mix him in just for various fear effects that he has. Yeah, solid resistances actually all around. So actually, yeah, I'll probably make a couple when time comes. What's the speed? 34. Yeah, nice speed too. But yeah, after I climb this throne, I'll be probably about to take this province, and hopefully all my units will meet. Well, my prophet will probably not make it in time to actually participate in a battle over the throne, but he'll be able to climb it relatively fast. And yeah, this Morghast, I'm moving back to capital to actually take all the Morghast recruiting home and be ready to hit this throne. I'm starting to get a little bit worried that I might get maybe coalition, or at least there will be a lot of bringing of attention that I'm in a really strong spot, because I definitely am. I'm not sure if Vampiria still might have more land, but I don't think they have nearly as much infrastructure built or taking over. I think I'm the only person also that took other players' cap, so I don't want to. That's why I'm a bit worried about like taking this fort, so Slanesh doesn't get too upset with me. But I think I just have to play greedy at this point and hope that they'll just leave me alone for like next 10 to 20 turns, so I'll scale up research really hard and all my mages and troops and whatnot. And after that, we'll think of who do we want to kill next. I think that would be it for this turn. Also, I guess one last thing, I'm moving a couple priests around just so they can build temples, right? If I haven't said that earlier. Also, last thing, we have a bug here, which I'll have to deal with. Corns chosen are showing as Slanesh ones. It happened to me before with this war mod, and it's only this mod that's having this bug. I'm not sure what exactly caused it. I was re-downloading files for the game, and when I did, it broke. I don't know. I wiped all my directories prior to doing it, so I'm not sure what it came into interaction with that to happen. Yeah, it's just some weird sharing of ID for sprite for that to happen. It's not a big deal. I'll try to fix it for the next episode, so we actually see the awesome corn sprites as well. But yeah, that'll wait for turn 22. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next turn. Thanks. Welcome back to turn 23 as Nagashizzar. 2 zombie frongs were cast. 1 unit died from being crippled. You know, it's a chronic disease for undead. We've got a couple battles. So first, we moved on the Golden Throne. Vampiria didn't bother to move away those bandars, so I guess he had no use for them, or he just forgot. Anyhow, bandars are out of the recruitment pool now for mercenaries, and this should be a pretty quick fight. Mummies and the Kernwraiths chopping those poor monkeys. Only a couple souls died, which is great. We had the Battle of Independence here. That's where those cavemen were, and that's a fair number of them. With a couple champions in the back. So I kinda regret. Either I shouldn't have put them on hold and attack. Well, actually, I should have put them on hold and attack, but I should have moved the souls a little bit more further back, because I'm actually gonna lose a fair bit of them. It's not like it's a big deal, because as we're about to see, those Black Knights are about to absolutely destroy those cavemen. Goodbye. Yeah, I mean, they melt so quickly. It was just initial charge and... yeah, very, very nice unit. Hilarious enough, there have been some repel. I mean, I guess it makes sense with length weapon, but their attack is so poor that I'm surprised that any repels actually even happen against the hoof. But it's fine. I have to remember that that some of them could actually use like just going by a lap to heal fully. There's that one spell that also my Death 1 mages will be able to cast to heal the undead in a battle, which is really neat. Also, yeah, we attacked the enormous pity dump province, but since it's not a fort, there's a lot of those crappy little goblins. Just blessing up. Let's speed up a little bit. Here we go. Alright, shockingly, War Boss is still alive. The Orc Boss. So they didn't break yet. Which is unfortunate because, of course, a couple of guys landed in a really precarious position. Like, how did that happen? Everyone knew where the rear is, except of those guys, apparently. So it's gonna result in the loss of this archive, I believe. Yeah, he's just harassed down completely. Oh my gosh, yeah, nice one. Maybe if we kill the Orc boss from the get-go, he'd be fine, but it didn't happen. It's okay. The whole... I like how they don't get to run. You know, you don't get to run. Killing you all. Pretty amazing. And I really like those shit little soulless gobos. 1 point of damage. It'll be funny. So yeah, we lost one Archai and couple Solace Warriors. Great. Two events. So -3 Dominion. It's unfortunate because actually we lost a ton of Dominion from not sending anyone to the arena. So losing even more of it is just bad because that's that much less of a chance for luck event firing of the luck 3 that I paid for. We've got more unrest. We could finish constructing fortress. We cracked the Ogre Fort. And we cracked Greenskin Fort over the Golden Throne. So I'm not moving on top of Swamp yet. The Vampire asked me to delay that a bit because I think he attacks Slanesh, and having them here will apparently help, which is fine by me. He's been a really good sport so far, and like honestly, I'm surprised he's just giving me the Golden Throne without any arguments. If he like asked me, okay, I'm gonna take it, and I want to recruit like one mage of the Golden Order, and then I'm gonna pass it to you, I would still accept that. But since he didn't push it, hey, why would I? Just give it for free. So yeah, we're gonna go underwater at last. I'm not sure how to position my units. I guess my Morgas will just mix in with those Solas. It should be okay. And this Morgas Harbinger is moving back. Grab those recruits, and we're gonna hit this throne next turn with quite a lot of Morgas. Storming this throne as well. I think this should be safe enough, and both Karen Raves and Mummies should be good enough to just move through whatever is inside. I hope there's not much inside, honestly. I have no idea what's inside actually, but I'm just assuming it's nothing in particular because it just palisades. I don't think Greenskin had time to recruit, and like he was moving everything to defend his cap. I think Slanesh lost a battle on top of Gold Tooth Tribe, considering he has scattered troops right now. That's both good and a bit worrying because that means Ogres might want to seek some revenge on me. But that also means that I'll be greedy and continue vulturing Ogre provinces, so those two shall be mine. Nurgle seems to be counter-attacking Norska, which is fine. I'm not sure would I rather fight Nurgle or Norska, like they both seem very nasty. Probably Nurgle because a lot of their like poison and disease gimmicks are completely useless against me. Okay, a couple more things. Yeah, we're moving Mage to the Revenant and Priest here to build infrastructure. Hopefully same will happen here soon, starting with, well, claiming the front, but after those guys are done here, they'll move here. What else? Yeah, so attacking this province, as mentioned. Black Knight should handle it. Starting to recruit Master Necromancers of those two forts. It should be perfect with this Lish moving into research and finishing recruitment of another Lish to get access to Zombie Horde and raise mummies. And those Necromancers will be able to start doing those two things. So for example, here's 144 corpses, so single cast will be very efficient. The other one will probably cast the smaller version. Actually, normal Necromancer will cast the smaller version here and here as well next turn. Or sorry, 2 turns later, after I'm done researching enchantment. I guess that'll be it. Still side searching, looking for some nice spicy sites. How did I miss this province? Swear to God, I thought I side searched it. Oops. Well, I guess I'll have to move this guy back after he side searches here. Then moving forward again. But yeah, storing this fort as well. I think Mummy should handle whatever is inside without much of an issue. If there's, again, even anything inside. To mention Morgas, sorry. I actually forgot I have a bunch of Morgas here. Didn't just notice. So yeah, that'll be it for this turn, and I'll see you next turn soon. Welcome back to turn 24. Let's see, a couple fights. So we went underwater with a slight overkill blob of Morgas. considering what's inside. I just speed it up a little bit. I probably could have moved them slightly forward so a little bit less soulless would have died, but it's fine. Chop, chop, chop. We see Britons become Atlanteans when they die. Clearly, Atlanteans are the actual race that has the underwater. It's their natural habitat. Oh, they have poison barbs as well after they die. That's pretty neat. Cool. Poison, yeah, that's really cool. I like how underwater undead keep their cool little weapons. Hmm. Let's see. So we moved on the other province. That's the quote-unquote greedy play. Slightly more PD here, but nothing to worry about. It's unfortunate that those ogres decide to go this way, but I don't think any cav will suffer. Yep. They broke real quickly. It's actually got killed by those gnobblers, but that's fine. 25 of them died. It's okay. I really don't care about Solus. And this is, yeah, for storming. Couple ETs. A very cool unit. Built in magical weapon. Really good stats. Because of cold power, of course. Ice protection too, although even with ice protection, their protection isn't the best. But yeah, it's a really cool unit. Definitely could be strong with some point buffs, although size 4 is a bit unfortunate. It's the worst size you can have, but arguably. Because I'm not sharing squares with the any other units. Especially, you know, in an ogre faction, I guess they're also pretty fast, so yeah, there's like kind of like a shock cap, I guess. So yeah, Morgas just deleted the back, and mummies are hopping ETs. Cool. I think that's pretty clean. Yeah, just a couple of Soulless Warriors died. Here we moved on top of. Oh, right. Did we start Mother Fort? Like, nothing's really here. Just one guy. Let's see. Did they go after him or did they hit those archers? They went after him. I need to remember that using Assyrian units like this is a really cool way of just like killing what's on the walls. So that the units that actually want to push through, and they do, they will not get like distracted and try to climb up, and you just have them like smack here, smack here. Wow, they really went freaking around. What the hell? Alright, ashes to ashes. Ashes to ashes, unfortunately, because it was a prophet, so we actually lost a graveguard to it. And just a bunch of solace. Okay, couple events. A little bit gold. A lot more defense, and wow, 2 gems. Incredible. So the 2 woods has now quite decent protection against indie attacks if they ever happen. We didn't find. Oh, we did find a couple of sites. So we found a monolith finally. Some more astral income. It literally tripled it. Well, yeah, it did triple it. And we found a bone door tower, which is 1 death gem. Nothing amazing, but every little bit matters and adds up. Okay, ogres made the prophet. The crippled units died. Whatever. Cool. What we're doing is I'm letting vampires keep this for 1 more turn, and then I will, after taking the throne, which as you can see we're moving on top with a lot of Margas and a little bit of chaff that should hopefully, like, you know, mix in together with them. I don't expect any difficulties even if it was just Margas, but why risk losing one if I can lose none? But yeah, after we're done here, we're gonna move back to this fort and take it. Vampire is attacking Slanesh. There was some, I don't want to say drama between them, but Slanesh, well, it was a drama. Slanesh was upset that Vampiria and they made a nap on Discord, and Vampiria cancelled it through sending in-game message, which Slanesh didn't read. I mean, personally, I think that not reading any messages is a bit weird, and it's kind of still on Slanesh for not reading it. I personally do prefer actually receiving like nap cancellations and stuff like that through in-game messages, because it basically means that when I do my turn, I see that okay, yeah, I have to plan up for now that now. Whether in past, what happened is there are some players that, whether on purpose or not, they've sent me a nap cancellation through Discord like in last hour or two of a turn after I'm done with my turn, and I don't have really means of doing it. It basically makes it a nap too, right? Because nap 3, you're supposed to have that period of time to prepare for upcoming likely war. I mean, obviously canceling nap doesn't necessarily mean that there will be a war, but there's a good chance there will be. So sending in-game message prevents that, because I'm really not a fan of people sending Discord message like right as the turn is about to roll. Cool. So this leash, as mentioned earlier, is moving back to site search this province. This guy will move out with a couple mummies to give them to him as an escort. This leash will have to abandon his escort here, because again, I keep on forgetting that mummies are not quite the undead the way skeletons are, as in they cannot go underwater and they cannot cross rivers. Which makes sense, I guess. So he's abandoned his escort here for now, and I might leave him with those graveguard instead. So still has something to protect him. Just various stuff can happen. So and he's gonna be side searching here, and I might side searching on 3 guys. Where's the other photo? Side searching. Oh, right, because that one came back home and is researching. Right, because research. Next turn we'll have enchantment 5, unless something. I never remember if there's an assassination event that kills a mage, whether or not the research from that mage actually worked or not. I could. Let's see. I think I'm doing something with one of the. All right. I could not cast Zombie Throng with him. To get that little bit extra, like buffer, I guess. But whatever. So I'm gonna be casting on Wood of Many Paths, which I'm not keeping. All right. I'm moving this Long Dead here so he can start upgrading this fort, and they can wait there. And after that, we'll summon a big chunk of undead that are rotting here. Okay. All right, then still going back to Slanesh. So as a result, Slanesh player got really salty and just went AI, I think. Which is, questionable. I think, like, he didn't lose any major battle, like, he just got raided by a bunch of Vampiria thugs, and that was all the reason that made him rage quit. It's pretty frustrating, right? Because like he has still a lot of armies. He has Race of Damnation, which let's see if I can find him. Yeah, he has like heroes like that already on the board. You just give him some basic gear and he'll like kill like one-on-one definitely easily will kill like whatever thug Vampira can send, but those are really strong attacks. Like it's armor piercing, Wicked Claw, and Holy Sword has Hold Sacred. Those are really good weapons. Well, maybe not all Vampiria thugs are sacred. Sorry, that's me. So he's using Blood Drakes, for example. So yeah, those are not sacred. The Von Karsten, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, those are. And let's see. Vampiria, as you saw, the recruitment points are either 4 or 6 of his thugs. And Slanesh can be making. Why am I clicking on me all the time? Where is he? The similar cores. He can be making 2 of those per turn. And I'm not sure what his bless is, but I would assume it's magic weapons. So even with magic weapons, those guys will go for invulnerability of those vampires. And if he has some stat buffs and whatnot, like it will be slightly higher. It will be higher gold cost for two of those guys than one of those Vampiria thugs. But like two of those will demolish one of those thugs. Like, it's a lot of quality high attack attacks. Like they have really good stats, and I'll be actually I that player also dropped out of another game that was still in the hosting period where he also wanted to play Slanesh, but he was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I mean, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? And I said, okay, I'm gonna sub in. Actually, I kind of want to play Slanesh as well. So that will be a series that will be recorded afterwards as well and eventually uploaded. If it's not getting uploaded yet, I think it's not. Anyhow, yeah, just a couple more moves of troops around to build temples and whatnot, building infrastructure here. Sneaking that lady actually to Goldenford Tribe because I want to see that battle. I want to see what ogres actually may have because they're still alive. And, I might end up being the one that has to kill them. Besides, oh, that's actually, I just thought about it. If Slanesh went AFK, that means that that's not the land I can take from him. Basically. So I have to double check it after I finish recording because there's a chance I might change my orders a little bit. And actually, no, I probably won't be changing them right now in case that AI does some weird moves where they spread their troops around. But I need to consider getting my units and capture all this land. Which again, I'm just getting slightly worried that I'm getting too big and I will draw too much attention. I definitely am already doing that. But this has to be the play, right? It's a lot of free land to grab with another capital that has blood slave production as well. So potentially we can start empowering someone soon. And I'm not sure what I want to do with blood in Nagashizzar. It's kind of obviously not lore friendly for if vampires associated with blood in various ways, then of course they're like really unfaithful servants to Nagash. But and oh right, unfortunately I cannot prophet my Morgas here yet. He's just gonna search. I don't know, just do something. And I guess that'll be it. So I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.